President Lee Jae-myung will attend the G7 summit in Canada on the 15th, marking his debut on the diplomatic stage just 10 days after taking office. There is much attention on his first meeting with US President Donald Trump. In relation to the NATO summit on the 24th, we have yet to finalize our decision on participation. Now let's pass it to reporter Lee Hanna.
The most anticipated event at next week's G7 summit in Canada is whether President Lee Jae-myung and US President Trump will hold a bilateral meeting. Following their first phone call, the two leaders reached an agreement to meet as soon as possible, while the chance for a separate meeting in Canada continues to be kept available. However, President Trump is expected to have requests for meetings from other G7 leaders as well, which is making it difficult to coordinate schedules, so a brief informal meeting is now being considered. On the 22nd, to mark the 60th anniversary of Korea-Japan diplomatic normalization, President Lee may meet with Japanese Prime Minister Ishiba at the G7. While busy preparing for the G7, the government is still deliberating on attending the NATO summit in the Netherlands later this month.
With the domestic situation being so chaotic and complicated right now, unless there's a specific agenda, it's hard to say if it's absolutely necessary to attend.
Amidst concerns about Russia and China, there's growing sentiment that embarking on 2 overseas trips within a month of taking office, especially when economic recovery and public stability are top priorities, is quite burdensome. Lee Hanna for MBN News.